Now we're in here on the weekend, so the last, the news that's out there right now, most of the news agencies are posting stuff as of last Friday, but that's fine. You can still see. What we do is we go out and we search all the major news networks, all the information out on the internet, and we actually go out and we scan them. And we try and find out what everybody's talking about, because it seems like the markets that are in the news, the big movers are the ones that everybody's talking about. And so we want to know what those are. Now this comes in two forms. This can be good if it's in the news, or it can be bad if it's in the news, right? Because you could be getting bad news about a market, or you could be getting good news about a market. Obviously, good news about a market is going to cause it to be bullish. Bad news is going to cause it to be bearish. But the situation that we're looking for is we want to see sometimes, even if it's in the news, and not being in the news can be as good as being in the news, okay? And we have to think about this from two standpoints. First of all, if we're looking at it from a seasonal or a fundamental nature and a historical trend, and we're looking to use TradeMiner, and TradeMiner says, well, let's say orange juice rises in price every year in the middle of December till the end of December. Well, if that's the case, we want to make sure that on a seasonal basis, on an average over the last 10 to 15 years, if that's what's happened, we don't want orange juice to be in the news right now. Okay? Does that make sense? We don't want Apple to be in the news if we're trying to look at a seasonal trend of Apple. If we're looking at what the Apple has done over the last 10 to 15 years, on average over a specific period of time, we don't want Apple to be in the news during that time frame, because that would kind of maybe change what it's going to do this year. And so that's kind of the idea of NewsMiner. We want to know if it's in the news. If it's in the news, obviously we can trade the news. And I've done videos in the past about trading the news and getting information and using that information to help us make our trading decisions, and going long on good information and going short on bad information, or liquidating positions or protecting ourselves. And that's what the news is for. And so this is a great tool. We can go out and we can look up different symbols. We can find out what's hot in the news. And that's what this first step does. It comes out and it tells us, look, this last week, Apple is the hottest item in the news. 16 popularity. That means that 16 of the big major news stations are writing articles about Apple. So it's the top of the list. Lots of things are happening in Apple. Now, if you want to see what's going on in Apple, you can double click it. It takes you automatically over to step 2, opens up a little chart. This isn't a trading chart. This is just a little price chart, so you can quickly see at a glance what's going on with Apple, and you can see how it's moved through the trend. And then, of course, you can click on each individual price bar. And of course, again, we're here on the weekend. I apologize I was just kind of in a rush. I wanted to so excited about it, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was on a walk with my wife, and I said, I just want to run into the office and make a quick video for my friends. But if you click on one of these price bars, you'll notice it goes back, and this is Friday, and this is the news that's happening during the week on Apple. And as you click on these different price bars like this, you can see the news for that particular day based on Apple. And so you can come down and you can see all the different news based on Apple as we click on these different tools. It's amazing how this works. And then you can read the headlines, and if you want to get more information about a particular news article and read it in detail, you can click the headline here and it'll open up the browser and give you the news.